What's up,
Hey,
guys?
everybody.
Okay, I guess we're starting at the same time now.
All right, you go first.
So what's up, guys? Episode 1, Season 1 of this podcast. You have your co-host right here, Adrian.
And your other co-host, Justin. I wanted to be the host, but I'm not selfish like that, and Adrian's not selfish like that. So we're both co-hosting the shit out of this.
Exactly.
Fucking boat. Yeah.
Just writing it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's the first podcast, Season 1, Episode 1. No one has ever thought of this idea before.
I know, right?
This is our first time.
We invented podcast.
We're inventing the podcast.
This is the podcast.
I hope you guys understand it.
And people are like, have you heard podcast? And it's like, oh yeah, Adrian and Justin, right?
Exactly.
It's because of us.
We are the inventors
We
of
started this
podcast. It's amazing. So, you got your co-host right here, Adrian. I'll start off with a little introduction of me. I'm Adrian, 20 years old. Thank you for passing the torch over, Justin. 20 years old, born and raised Austin, Texas. Love Austin, love Texas. We support UTSA. Go Roadrunners. You're up, Justin.
Hey everybody, it's Justin. Thank you for passing the torch back. I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas. Known as the fattest city for I don't know how long. I think it was a couple of years, and then Michelle Obama ruined that shit. But yeah, I'm also a UTSA fan. I'm more of an Aggies fan, but we're not gonna bring that up because someone here likes UT. I don't know why.
Hook 'em horns.
Gig 'em.
So Michelle Obama ruined.
Yeah, she's the one that suggested that everyone get better diets and stuff in Texas. That's why our food in public schools turned out to be so shitty.
Shitty food. Yeah,
because it was because of her.
Started using faker cheese, not real cheese.
Yeah, not real cheese.
Because nobody wants fat cheese.
Yeah, no one wants good cheese, right? Who wants good cheese?
I didn't understand that. I used to love the pizza. Because the pizza on Fridays used to be really
the square
good.
pizzas, right?
The square pizzas, yeah, the one with the sausages on top. Because they never had money for pepperoni, so they always put that fake sausage on top. Gave you your milk. What else did they give you? A cookie? No. You get the ice cream on Fridays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
the round Bluebell ice creams. I love Bluebell ice cream. My favorite ice cream has to be the cookies and cream.
Hell yeah, you can't go wrong with cookies and cream. That's my mom's favorite. I miss your mom.
Also, the vanilla one with Coke.
It smacks.
Yes.
Oh, with root beer, bro.
Root beer? Yeah. You can do a root beer float with it. But in my household, we didn't like root beer all that much. So we always had Coke. So we just poured Coke into it.
Okay.
Super good. You should try it out.
Can't go wrong, I'm sure.
I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. No.
I'm 110% sure. We did it for a reason.
Positive. There's a reason why we didn't do gross ass root beer.
It's root beer float for a reason. It's classic.
So, the reason we're gonna go this long without swearing is because I was watching the presidential debate earlier. At day 2 with the other 10 candidates and all. And Andrew Yang said ass in the middle of the debate.
Live television,
live everywhere. God. YouTube, Twitch, freaking your grandma's house.
Why would he do that?
Streamed everywhere.
Oh my god.
He said Russia is laughing their asses off, and no one said anything. The whole crowd went silent.
Oh, I'm like, excuse me?
I'm a strong Democrat and all. No, I'm kidding. But
I just my face got so straight. I was just like, what? I was like, oh no, I gotta get out of here.
We're gonna start this conversation right now in this friendship.
It's too early.
Episode 1.
Can't be on episode season 1.
Episode 1, season 1. This friendship's already over because we wanted to go on a presidential debate rant. Anyways, so I heard all of them. They all fucking suck, dude.
Dude, they suck, dude. Our country is screwed.
Bernie Sanders never answered one question. They had to give him extra time and repeated the question so he answered the question. That's not the kind of president we want.
Bernie, answer the question.
Please answer the question, sir.
Yes, Medicare for all, citizenship for all. Everyone gets $1,000.
That's And he doesn't support everyone getting $1,000.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, that's just Andrew Yang. UBI, Universal Basic Income. They'd get rid of like welfare and all that nonsense.
Yeah, but he does believe in like healthcare for everyone.
Yeah, but
and immigrants, because he's one of the people that raised his hand.
So no, he raised his hand. I personally think he raised his hand because everyone else raised their hand.
That's why Andrew Yang raised his hand. He like looked around.
He looked around before he started raising his hand, and that just indicates anything.
Yeah,
he just didn't want to be like the only presidential candidate to not raise his hand. Didn't make him look bad. But what were we going on about before that? The UBI. So like all the welfare and the normal taxes that we give to random citizens that never work a day in their lives would now have to work a day in their lives because they're only getting $1,000 a month. $1,000 a month is not going to support you far in life.
Better supports me every other week.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like living paycheck to paycheck. You will not be able to afford an apartment and be able to spend money on stuff. But you'll be able to play the lottery more.
Yeah, you're right.
Shout out, Mom. We still haven't won the lottery. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there one day.
My dad told me that if he ever won the lottery, he said he'd come back home so excited and be like, "Babe, pack your stuff." And he would be like, she'd probably ask like for a while for like warm weather or cold weather, and he'd be like, "I just won the fucking lottery," and she'd be like, "Well, where are we going?" He's like, "I don't know where you're going, but you're fucking leaving." Like, I don't know, but it's fucking funny that he said he'd come home all excited like that. Are you gonna get off your phone?
In a second.
All right, phone break. We're gonna cut this.
So we're gonna hit our sponsor right now. I was looking at sponsors real quick, and we're gonna do Red Robins this week. So you're gonna say Red Robins, and then I go, yo,
Yum.
Exactly. You gotta hit it. You gotta hit the.
You gotta hit the soul in it.
Exactly. So we just let you guys know what our sponsor is. Now, next time we get a sponsor break, we're going to hit it. We're going to hit it perfectly.
We're going to hit it hard.
We're going to do it for you guys. You guys are our viewers, our inspiration to continue this.
The 24 people.
So we don't get demonetized.
Sounds good.
All right, so another topic. Sports versus esports. We could hit that topic.
Yeah.
Just casual. We could talk about how sports fans and esports fans are like kind of similar, kind of not. But so regular sports like football, soccer, all of that require huge physical activity. You played sports, didn't you?
Yeah, I played sports in high school.
Yeah.
And now my back's like, I tore my meniscus. My back's all trashed. Just a bunch of problems, man.
But you had fun though, right?
Yeah, it's so much fun, dude. And it's like thinking back, like you don't even remember the games really. What you really remember are the practices. That's what really come to mind.
Really?
Yeah, I remember my coach, really hot niece, like super hot, and like she was in powerlifting with us. And me and my buddy were just talking about her, like, damn, dude, she's so like fucking hot. Our coach was right behind us, dude. And he was like, what? But he was a new coach and he's kind of young. So we kind of just, like, talked shit to him and just, like...
Yeah.
Totally disrespected him. I felt so bad. Like, looking back, I felt so bad for it.
Disrespect is set all the time.
Yeah.
Ruthless kids. Ruthless high school kids. That's alright. It's alright, though. So,
yeah, I know.
The sports community, they're very, like...
Die
hard, yeah. I guess you could say that. I was thinking more, like, physically toxic. Like in-person toxic.
Yeah.
Like
they're in your face about it.
They're
like,
screaming.
Shit, like
they're fighting.
Like, do you remember when we went to the mall and I asked if they had a Rangers hat? And someone was like, Rangers? Fuck the Rangers. I was like, fuck you, dude. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We're cussing. There's no cussing on this.
We'll learn how to bleep it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, eventually. And I was like, dude, like, who the fuck are you to diss on, like, what I like? Like,
yeah.
He said he was a Astros fan. I'm like, dude, you're probably barely an Astros fan.
Yeah, because he jumps in the bandwagon.
Yeah,
because we didn't know the guy, but he's stepped up, and we were just like, oh,
dude, we're about to kick some ass in the mall, dude.
We're about to fight at the lids. We're about to just throw hands at the lids right
Corpus
now.
is showing. Our whole Texas is showing. Our whole ghetto part.
Our whole ghetto part of Texas. Shout out Killeen, Texas.
Shout out Corpus.
Corpus isn't ghetto. Corpus seems
Dude, have
like
you been to Robstown?
Corpus seems like a white neighborhood.
No. Just my neighborhood.
No.
Dude, but freaking rednecks are crazy, man.
Rednecks are more like West Texas, where El Paso is.
No, dude. The rednecks where I'm from are fucking nuts.
Well, I guess you could say we have rednecks everywhere. We got rednecks in Alaska too.
Yeah,
but they're not like the rednecks in Texas.
No, they're not.
It's really weird. So like their definition and our definition was really off. So whenever the sports community gets together, they're very wild up and very passionate about their teams.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the esports community is not like that, but you know, they're not going to throw hands at each other.
Yeah, they're going to get along. They're going to...
Because it's just a bunch of nerds.
Yeah, it's just games.
And we're not even... Wait, what?
You got what's it? I take it back. I'm sorry.
I was like, what? I'm confused. No, it's just like calling them nerds is not even like a bad thing either. It's just
because they make money off that.
Well, no, they don't make money. They support the people who play in the esports money. You know, they just have a fun time with it. They're normally like drinking, throwing a beach ball around in the crowd and having a great time, like screaming, cheering. You know, they're like, "Let's go, our team!" Da 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 da. They all do that in the esports community. It's like, you know how baseball, they have like that baseball noise, da 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 da, and then everyone starts clapping. They do that in the esports like tournaments,
really, dude? Like,
just to mess with people.
I don't feel like. I feel like that's kind of. I wouldn't expect that for esports and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny because when they do that, they like everyone
like taunting them. Like,
yeah, it's like taunting pretty much. Yeah. Then they do the wave every now and then. They do kiss cams. It's so funny because
there's probably like a bunch of guys in there too. Like they're all dudes.
But instead of like kiss cams, they don't like kiss like the other dude next to them. They just chug the beer they have in their hand.
There you go.
Like they are so wasted at the end of the night, buying like pitchers and just walking in and just serving beers with their buds.
That's what's up.
I think that's the best community I've ever seen yet. Is when you watch them on
so
like
you gotta
Twitch
be
or
careful,
anything.
like with like actual sports, like physical sports. Like if you're drinking, and like there's someone there that like fucking is going for the rival team, you are gonna talk shit. And
Exactly.
Like you won't joke with them. It's gonna be like fucking
business,
man.
They talk shit to each other too in the esports team, but they don't get like that serious. It's not life or death for them. It's just another tournament supporting their team. Like at times they like get very like as soon as they see one guy dab, they all kick him out. Like
really?
Yeah. There's this one guy who dabbed and
throwing like paper cups in it, like at him and like
yeah. No, literally,
like,
they threw cups at him. They told him to sit down. They booed him off. Like
I feel like we would start something like that. Like we saw someone do something like that.
He dabbed one time, and everyone went boo and started throwing cups at him. They're just a bunch of nerds just fighting it out, I guess. You know, with memes
like
and stuff like that.
each other. Yeah,
exactly. But nobody gets butthurt. Nobody takes it to heart because it's not life or death. But they all wear jerseys supporting their team, what number they like have, and the name of the person that they're supporting in the background. Which it's just like that's what reminds me of regular sports, because I used to be very passionate about football. I used to love the Atlanta Falcons, like diehard fan for the Atlanta Falcons. Used to know their entire roster and all that.
Why?
Because so there's a story. In 2006, I'm gonna have to say, the Atlanta Falcons went against the Redskins. And
Redskins. They suck.
The Redskins versus my stepdad was a Redskins fan.
Oh.
His like entire life growing up in the United States, and I was like, no. I cannot support a team that he supports. And the Redskins were doing good with RG3. Don't fact check me. I don't know when RG3 went to the the Redskins.
It was definitely not 2006.
I know. I was thinking more like at that time in 2006, there was this one game where I forgot who was the quarterback at the time, but my mind processed RG3, and the Atlanta Falcons blew out the Redskins like
To the max.
like 28-3 lead. No, I'm kidding. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, we beat the Redskins, and I was just like, boom, that's it. I'm a Redskins fan. I'm not a Redskins fan anymore. I'm a Falcons fan. And my stepdad was just like, oh, you just jumped in the bandwagon. Like, hell yeah. Like, anything to piss you off. My mom's Saints fan. My sister's an Eagles fan. And my brother is a Minnesota Vikings fan. You can tell how our household is.
Damn.
It's very diverse everywhere you go.
See, everyone is like, if you're not a Cowboys fan, we're just gonna fucking diss on you.
Yeah, well, not everybody in Texas, but a lot of people in Texas are diehard Dallas fans. But some people don't want to be a Dallas fan because of how much they get made fun of.
Man, I don't care, dude. I used to be a freaking Patriots fan, like, when I was in, like, 3rd grade.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing them lose to the Giants in freaking the Super Bowl. And I was pretty pissed. But, like, since they've been winning so much, like, people have just been jumping on the bandwagon. And, you know, I don't like stuff that's too mainstream. That's why I've never seen Stranger Things. That's why I've never done a lot of things, because they're just too mainstream. I just don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah. Like TV shows, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was huge. Everybody was just like, everyone look at this last season, this and that. Like, every season of Game of Thrones. And I could not watch it.
But honestly, the storyline that is into it, they put so much work into it, and it's constructed so
you
well.
watch Game of Thrones,
but I watched it since the beginning.
I've been
watching it
You're
since the beginning. I've been watching it since the beginning, so it's not like I just started watching it right before season 8 came out.
Right? Okay, sure. We just confirmed that Justin is a bandwagon. Just letting you guys know right now.
Justin is definitely not a bandwagon, and that's a fact. Don't fact check me.
Whatever helps you tonight.
don't fact check.
Don't fact check me. This is like Wikipedia podcast. Don't fact check us.
Yeah, we're Wikipedia. Your teacher would not support us.
But hear me out. If you do know the actual answers, leave them down in the comments down below.
Yeah, tell us.
Thank you.
Correct us for us.
That'll really we're gonna get very mad and very salty. Like, why the hell?
Why would they correct us like this?
It's not that serious. Yeah. But still correct us because it's. So we know for the next podcast and give you a shout out very rudely. Yeah.
Roast you. We're going to roast you.
We're probably going to make fun of you for taking it to heart.
But like, if there's anything that we do that offends you, like,
please
keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
No, please let us know so we can bring it up in the next podcast. Listen, you strike us, we're being too offensive. Tough titty. Move on. Ruck on.
Yeah, like, I'm letting you know now, like...
Drink some water.
with anybody, like, once I know their weakness, I'm just gonna mess with them more.
Exactly.
Like, once you tell me what bothers you, I'm gonna do that thing all the time. And I'm sorry that I'm not sorry.
It's just... We do it for a reaction. We do it because as soon as you give us that first reaction... So... I have my roommate, Max. Shout out, Max. He doesn't like when I do certain things. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I'm blasting music. And the only reason I'm blasting music is just to keep me awake. Because if I don't hear anything and the lights are still off, I'll just hit snooze and just go back to sleep. Not a good thing that I do, but oh well. As soon as I start blaring the music, it mostly starts off with whatever's the first recent on my playlist. Right now, the most recent song on my playlist is
Postpone?
No, We Are Young by
that can get
Fun.
Loud. With 2 AirPod speakers?
With 2 HomePod speakers.
I said AirPod, my bad.
Could you imagine AirPod speakers? The stupid technology.
Yo, stupid.
Threw something at him. Loser. So so my stepdad for Christmas, he got me a HomePod and I bought him a router. So, I got the HomePod for free because he spent, I don't know how much he spent on it.
A lot.
At the time, it was like maybe $300. And I bought him a router because Spectrum Internet
Sucks.
super good in the modem, but they give you their own issued routers, so the speeds won't be as fast as you guys think it will be. They do that so you can upgrade the plan, and then they give you a slightly better router, and it just ups the speed to what the old router should have been, but it's not. So what you guys want to do is buy a modem and buy whatever plan you want, and then go out to the store and buy like a Nexus, a Linksys, Netgear router.
Unicorn router.
Yeah. Justin's looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't think he understands anything that I'm talking about. Anyway, you just want to get one of those high-end routers. Like even if it's like overpowered for the internet that you guys bought for, at least it's better to have more than less, because no matter what, it's going to give out
maximum
exactly how much you put in. That's what companies do. That's what companies like to do to keep their buyers. It's just to like keep like them low on the internet, so you're not taking up all the internet in the neighborhood either. But that doesn't matter. Take up all the internet. Download like 6 videos on YouTube. Guess who's gonna hurt? Yourself. Exactly. It's not gonna hurt the company. They're just overreacting babies over there. Unless you have Google Fiber. Google Fiber, as soon as I left to the military...
your body doesn't process fiber, so when you eat fiber, boom, you just poop it out. I'm gonna go get some water. Keep talking.
Okay. So, what a weird fact. So, Google Fiber has just recently came out in Austin, Texas, and I've never got to experience that. But the speeds on Google Fiber was like exceptionally high. Like, it was the craziest thing. It's like, I think 10 gigabytes per second or something like that, like NASA speed. It was like, and they like uploaded that to the community, so everybody got to see it, deal with it, have fun with it. And it was mostly for businesses. Just Justin sipping his tea, I guess. Yep. It was mostly for businesses who have struggled, who have really bad internet. And it really helped the businesses out, because then they got faster speeds and like 2 times the speed that they originally had. So there goes my quick rant about routers
about
and
internet.
Thank you. The IT specialist.
I'm so knowledgeable on internet now.
Don't worry, guys. If you guys want to know more, I'll do the research. Just leave it down in the comments down below. I'll leave a YouTube tutorial on how to do it as well, just for you guys.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm probably gonna need to call you like when I'm out in the military, and I'm like 40. Like I'm gonna have a lot of problems with my internet. I'm gonna be like my dad with the internet, because like my parents don't know how to work shit. Mm-hmm. And like I feel like the smart one because I know how to work all that stuff. But you're even better with that kind of stuff.
I feel like all you do is restart the router.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
It's mostly the issue.
But I'm gonna need your help eventually with that kind of stuff.
I feel like it'll be alright though. You have my number. If I change my number, I'll give you a text.
I have you on Facebook too, so I'll just.
You do have me on Facebook. Make sure you follow our Instagrams. Links in the description down below.
Don't follow my spam though. That's only for close friends.
And people who listen to our podcast, I don't think you guys want to follow his spam anyways. Yeah. Because it's just random people on the internet.
Yeah, and it gets real emo in my spam.
real emo.
Real emo.
I like being like overly dramatic on my spam, like because I like in my regular Instagram, I have just posts of me of just me in like very high resolution photos, like 4K, best portrait photos you've ever seen in your life. I'm talking about the quality, not me.
Do I follow your spam?
You do not follow my spam. We'll put a pin on that. I'll tell you to follow it later.
Okay. We're not gonna put it on the podcast. Y'all thought.
And so but I always like I'm listening to music constantly, and whatever song like just is stuck in my head that week or that month, I'll put it in the description, and normally people contact me afterwards, and they're just like, Adrian, are you okay? Are you good?
They're like, what's that? What was that post about?
What is that description? Like, are you good? Do you hate people? I'm like, no, I don't hate people. I really love this song. Maybe you should listen to the song. I'll send you the song.
I do the same thing, and people think like there's something wrong with me, and I'm like, dude, they're just lyrics, like.
Just lyrics, just to a favorite song. Really nice. Like, I understand, like, sometimes I get too attached to my music and I relate to what they say, but that's only for, like, some songs, you know? If I listen to Tekashi 6ix9ine, I'm not about to go out and and kill people from 9 to 5. I work in the office all day, so you won't be seeing me do that.
Like, even recently, like I just look at my Twitter and like this tweets about lyrics, this tweets lyrics. I don't know.
Well, so our sponsor today is
Red Robin's. Yum.
You know, you know how it is. You know how...
What is that in your hand?
So I recently bought this Yeti mic. It's really nice, very huge.
Yeah.
Pause. So I saw Justin and his mic, really nice, really like high end, and I was just like, dang, I need me a mic like that, because I was only rolling around with my Turtle Beach mic. It did good audio. You can listen to the last podcast, but as soon as he started muting himself, like we started like working on a new podcast, and we had to scrap the entire idea because we figured out my mic was not producing the way it was supposed to be. So we had to just scrap that whole idea, come up with brand new topics, and hit us with this new podcast with this new brand new mic, the Yeti Streamer. Shout out Yeti.
Mine's called the Yeti Blue. Shout out Yeti.
Give us our money.
Yeti sponsor us and give us our money back.
It's a good program. I like the Yeti products. Very expensive though.
Yeah, very expensive.
But it's alright, because we're going to start doing more podcasts, so we're going to eventually earn our money back.
Yeah.
We're going to shout this out, because this is episode 1, season 1 of this podcast.
What is the name? We needed to come up with a name for our podcast too.
So right now, I'm thinking the cause and effect.
Ooh, that's not bad.
The cause and effect.
But we don't really talk about cause and effect stuff.
We don't need to. That's not the whole point of the podcast. That's just the name of the podcast.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Just something random that I just
That's cool though. That's clever.
The cause and effect.
We gotta make sure trademark it.
Trademark it.
We're trademarking it right now.
As we speak, guess what? Just got trademarked now. Just talked to my lawyer. Trademarked it.
Boom. Went to legal. I know an officer that works in legal, so
they don't like us in legal.
Don't.
We go there too much to claim shit.
We bother them too much.
They're like, no, you cannot claim a name. Why are you trying to claim a name? I'm like, because I can make money. Every single time they say my name, 2 cents a name.
I know, right?
And then she's just like, no, get out of my office. How'd you get back in here?
I have a key.
Guys, so listen, I went to Walmart like 2 weeks ago, right? And I saw people, and they were just, shopping around, looking at the vegetables and all that. They would like sniff the celery or sniff the cilantro to see if it's fresh, right? You look at it and whatnot. Not like put it up to their nose and like dig it in there.
Wafting,
wafting,
Yeah.
And I saw this one person. They took one grape and they ate it. I was like, oh yeah, you gotta sample the grapes to make sure they're all good. So I took a grape and I ate one too, and I was just like, all right, these grapes are good. Put it in my basket, and did the same thing with the strawberries. Grabbed one, ate one, and then I get to the rotisserie chicken. And I grabbed the rotisserie chicken out the pan, took a bite of it, like straight onto the side, and I get asked to leave. The Walmart staff kicked me out because I took a bite of the rotisserie chicken.
But they have it in the bag like it's a grape. Like
yeah, they have it in the bag like it's a grape. So why can't I sample it like a grape? It's not like I just was gonna put it.
What if it's not that fresh? I don't trust it.
What if am I gonna put it back? Like Did they expect me to like just it's not good. Put it down. Leave a half-bitten chicken in there? Like, I'm just sampling my chicken, bud. You know?
Yeah. Were you gonna bite though?
Probably not. It wasn't that good.
Yeah, I put the grapes back and the strawberries back.
Oh no, they told me to leave, so I had to leave my entire cart in like the middle of Walmart while I take. They didn't even let me keep the rotisserie chicken. They're like, "Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to leave."
Bro, can I buy this? No.
I was so upset. I had a lot in my basket too, so I went into the Walmart.
Probably called their Paul Blart there too, and they're like, "There's an Asian here eating our chicken."
Your chicken on the side again. We can't have this twice. So I had to go to a different Walmart, and this time I didn't take a bite of the rotisserie chicken. I just bought it. I made tacos later that day.
Good job.
It was very good.
Sounds good. Where was I?
Not around, I can tell you that.
Thanks. You know what I want to do?
What do you want to do?
I want to go through like my social media and like make fun of people's posts.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that'd be pointless on a podcast since we don't see it.
I guess you're right, but I can read it.
Very, very descriptive.
Whoa. This is the first one I see. It's like Donald Trump. It's like stepping over the border to
North Korea.
To North Korea, dude.
That our president. Listen,
has some balls.
As much people like hate him, I give him the utmost respect for trying to like start a peace treaty with North Korea.
Yeah, right.
Like he's doing everything. He's talking to him. He's like, I feel like we should support him in what he's doing. He is
because he's not doing a bad job. Like despite what people say.
I don't know what like people are saying, nor do I know what he's doing.
Well, everyone's like, we're like before he even got elected, like we're gonna go to war if he's our president, blah blah blah, and he's doing everything in his power, like to
avoid war.
Yeah.
Until Iran shot our
drone down.
Shot our drone down.
He's
like, you just shot our $1 million drone down. Do you know what happens when you shoot down $1 million drone that the United States?
Dude, I bet you they were shitting in their pants when he was like, I'm gonna go to war with them.
Yeah, no, he was targeting missiles at like 4 buildings that were gonna kill like 150 people.
Dang.
Like the Navy was ready to just hit that launch button quick. They had coordinates and everything. And as soon as he figured out how many people were gonna get killed, he was like, call off the attack. And we're just like,
damn, man.
Survived another deployment. I'm gonna be in the military and not get deployed. I'm hoping for that.
You're gonna get deployed. Not while we're in the bed, though.
Exactly.
Not while we're here.
Shout out to Beb. Love you guys. Love the
camaraderie that's not here. I really love that.
Everybody is on leave, so it's alright. It's been better. I see you found my stress peanut.
Yeah.
So I've had this peanut since.
You stress or what?
No, I don't stress. I've had this since like 10th grade year. I think 10th.
And you brought it to Alaska?
11th grade year.
You're like, well, let me bring this just in case.
Yeah.
Really?
It's just good memories behind the peanut. I've had it for a very long time. Whenever like I was playing video games like Rainbow Six Siege, and I would get mad because I'd do a stupid mistake or something like that. Mm-hmm. Instead of like, you know how those.
Well, I hope you'd hate yourself for making that mistake. You know, why would you make that mistake?
I'm not like those kids who throw the remotes on the ground or like just start screaming, like getting really mad. I just take a really deep breath, catch an attitude, and then I just squish my stress peanut the entire time. Just shouldn't have done that. And then next round would come around and I don't make the same mistake twice. Well, next round is defending and then attacking again, and defending and attacking and defending and attacking. Just depends what kind of game you're playing. And so, I wouldn't make that same mistake whenever I went back to attacking. I'd choose a different operator and go at it at a different area. Because I feel like that if I didn't kill one person on their team, I didn't do anything for my team.
Oh.
Like, I really let them down. Because it's a 5v5. So these, like, situations are very high.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's like the Battle Royale. It's like Apex.
Yeah.
Whenever you don't do anything but your team wins, and you just looked at like you have 0 kills, you
You haven't done anything.
you look like a piece of shit. You're like you just got carried the entire game. Like,
Well, I like when like you do win and it's like everyone has 1 kill because then y'all just like hid the entire time. It's like
that's
y'all didn't
okay
see no
because
action.
everybody participated in that action.
Mm-hmm.
But if everybody has if one guy has no kills,
You know what makes me mad?
What
Like
makes you
whenever I'm playing Apex and I do like all the damage and then one of them has like a shotgun.
a shot
And I just come up
runs
and
up.
get the kill, dude. It makes me so freaking mad every time that happens to me. Like, I get so freaking mad.
You know what game I started to hate? Like I used to love playing it all the time on my PC. I used to love playing Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
But then they got good at building.
Dude, people can build.
They
like,
build a 5-story hotel
They build
with
the
Wi-Fi
freaking-
built in. Like crazy.
They built the Twin Towers in there, dude.
Exactly. Like the craziest buildings, skyscrapers. And then they're just like
And see, like,
you shoot at them once and they build all that. Like it's ridiculous.
they're like, bah, and they already have like 5 stories of.
And then since they have the high ground, they could just shoot at you like straight down because that aim is terrible. It's not realistic.
Yeah.
If you're shooting at somebody downward, you gotta show your head. You're gonna show most of your upper body, and then that's a headshot. But it's not how it is on Fortnite. They cover most of their body, and they can shoot through their walls, and you're dead. Which is
Yeah, man.
like not fun. A battle royale, it is. I love battle royales. Like PUBG. Used to love playing PUBG on the PC. Very, very good game on the PC. They have it on mobile now. My buddy Deloach, he plays it on mobile. Like he's in love with the mobile one.
Really?
But little that he knows that most of the servers that he gets into, they're all bots.
Oh, dude, that sucks then. They're not
Yeah.
even real people. He thinks it's really good, but it's just.
They're
It's just
mostly
bots.
bots. Yeah. Just to fill up the server. No, it's not like they would like run around or do anything. They're like computer bots.
Yeah.
So they drop, they immediately have a weapon and they just run in like certain directions and whatnot. And they can't pick up anything, so all the houses look like they haven't been looted, but the bots have been through them and just up and down the stairs and whatnot, closing and opening doors. And that's why I don't play mobile games, because it's kind of ridiculous. So that's why I play on PC, because PC you'll always find a server with real people. It's the same thing with like console too, because console
Yeah.
would also put you in server with real people.
Everywhere.
No, it's your region. Like that's why I have
Yeah, it's your
Northeast,
region. Never mind.
Northeast,
I'm wrong.
Central,
I'm always wrong, right?
Northwest. Whoa, don't take it to heart, buddy. I'm just letting you know. Don't let me grind your gears like that.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Indigo by Chris Brown, new album.
Really, Chris Brown just released a new album.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has the Rihanna thing. The Rihanna and Chris Brown. I've seen so many memes
They
about
need to let that go already.
No!
Yeah, let it go, dude.
I feel like he was breakdancing and whatnot, and then he just did like a weird cartwheel and just, like smacked her across the face. I've seen I forgot what movie he was in. I think it was like Step Up or something like that.
Stomp the Yard.
Stomp the Yard,
Yeah.
where he is just breakdancing in the middle of the freaking, I don't know, like it's a whole community. It looks like Fight Club, you know. It looks like they're about to
And
just
they're
throw
just
hands,
dancing.
ghetto and all that, and they're just breakdancing in front of each other.
How wrong is that?
So-
man?
so
He
stupid.
gets shot over that too. How like ridiculous is that?
He looks like he's dancing his little heart out and everything, and it's just garbage. You just look at it and you're like, dude, there's no context behind this. There's probably no music playing in the
Dude,
background.
I used to fuck with that movie though.
What?
Like, Stomp the Yard, man.
No
I used to fuck
way.
with that movie heavy, dude.
I used to really like Step Up. I think that's what it's called.
Is that the one with the cheerleaders?
No. Here, I'm gonna look it up. Passing the peanut to you. Good luck conversating with the people.
Oh man, now I have to conversate with them.
Exactly.
All right, so like when I was younger, dude, I was like the biggest freaking Chris Brown like fan. Like didn't even matter that he beat the shit out of his girlfriend. Like I was still number one. I used to do his dances when I was little too, dude. Like I don't know what I was thinking. That's so wrong. Like I don't know.
Yeah. No, it is Step Up.
It is Step Up. Let me see.
Yeah. Step Up 1, Step Up 2.
Oh, okay, I thought it was the one with the cheerleaders.
No. It's just a bunch of breakdancers.
Okay.
My brother used to be a breakdancer.
Really? Was he good at it?
Yeah, he was really good. He did a really good head spin and like.
Did he have like the cardboard box that he'd lay out?
No. He wouldn't go like. He wouldn't be in the corner. He had a little. He used to do a ballet. My cousin, Jesus.
Very masculine.
My other cousin Anthony, and my brother. My brother. They all three did ballet.
Why didn't you do ballet?
I'm not easily influenced.
You look like a dancer though.
No, God, stop. So they all did ballet and whatnot, and my sister also did this
like a dance thing.
Yeah, dance thing for I think they were like Islanders or whatnot, Hawaiians.
Okay.
I think they were Hawaiians, but I would not participate in any of those activities.
I wouldn't have participated either.
Like.
Dude.
They would do a dance.
Nothing like that.
They do a dance and all that, and I'm just like, no, that's not me. And my mom would be like, come on, you can have fun, you can do it. I'm like, I'm not gonna have fun doing it. And the main guy.
Why would your mom want you to do that, dude?
Because my brother was in ballet, my sister was doing that, so she thought like I'd enjoy doing it.
Hell no, dude. You want to know? Okay, I'm gonna interrupt you on this story. Okay, so I was in this quince once, right? And this guy.
I loved quinces.
Dude, me too.
All right,
best time.
I gotta tell you a story about a quince.
All right, after my story. Okay.
Keep
oh
going.
my god.
Not like you interrupted me in the middle of my story.
Okay, well, I'm a pretty decent dancer, man. Like I'm like Rico Suave Smooth with my shit.
That's fake.
So the guy who owned the studio that was teaching us to dance came up to my pops and was like, "Hey, like, your son's a really good dancer. Like, do you think he could join like my dance like team and we can go to competitions and stuff? It's like $150 a month to like practice and all this other stuff." And my dad just like took one look at him and he's like, "My son's not gay. He's not doing that." Totally disrespecting him, man. I was just standing like right there, like, oh my god, I gotta come here next Tuesday. I felt so bad for the guy. All right, your turn. Talk about the quince.
So actually, back to my brother, because I didn't finish my brother's situation. So he would like, where did I leave off in that story? You know what? I'm just gonna completely drop this story.
Yeah, drop the story.
Sorry, Ishmael. You're a good breakdancer. I was talking about how they were on ballet.
Yeah.
So my cousin Anthony did ballet because he was in football, and he saw that movie with The Rock, and then the daughter, and he saw how good it was to be in ballet and be in football. This dude should have got a football scholarship. Like, he was so good at football. Instead, he joined the Air Force, the greatest branch in the world. I miss it. Please. Just and my cousin did it because he loved my cousin Anthony, so he of course did it. And my brother was in breakdancing, so he knew the lady. And the lady used to always come up to me and was just like, "Hey, when are you gonna start ballet?" And I was like, "Never." I'd be at my cousin's house and I'd wait all day to hang out with them because they were in ballet practice. And then I'd have to go home the next day. And they would be tired and everything, and they'd be like,
it's no fun.
Like, you guys want to play soccer? And they're like, no, I kind of want to stay inside. I'm like, you guys suck. Like, that was like probably the worst couple of years that I had, because they would just do that, and then I would like think to myself like, maybe
your fault.
Maybe I can hang out with them and join ballet. I was like, dude, I just can't. I
can't bring myself to do it.
I cannot convince myself to do a situation like that. Like, listen, if you want to do ballet, shoot for the stars, man. Go do ballet.
Get the prettiest tutu and do what you gotta do.
They need more males in ballet to carry the females. I'm just letting you know right now. Yeah. You will get a spot if you go to any studio that they do ballet. If you are a male, you will get a spot. If you're a female, they like look for regulations and all that, like height, weight, how well you can do it. For males, it's not like that. You can just sign up and send it. It's crazy.
Dude, my sister, she was in dance, right?
Yeah.
She didn't do a fucking thing, man. Holy. One time my mom was like, "Show us your dance, blah, blah, blah." And she was like, "Okay." And like, I know people listening to the podcast can't see this, but in the middle of the dance, she was like this. Look, she's all.
Oh my god.
What? Dude, I was just like, what is that? And then like,
Okay, I'm gonna describe it to you guys. She flailed her arms in front of her and slapped her legs in sync.
yeah,
It's very.
like that was the movement. And then she went like this, and she like sat on the floor,
Side to side, sat on the floor, span. Did she spin on the floor too, and then got back up?
No, she went like this, like moved her arms in a big circle.
Absolutely collapsed on the floor, moved her arms around in a circle.
Then tried to touch her toes,
Then
come back up,
did the single leg over.
and then stood up, but like really lazy, like I don't know, and like it was just the worst dancing ever. Like my parents paid so much money
to be a background dancer. She was a background dancer.
She was a background dancer, but there was like at least 100 girls in that thing.
Yeah, no, a lot of females want to become like dancers and all that, and it's very hard for them because they're not the body shape that they need to be. I feel so bad sometimes, but
I mean that's the life they chose.
That's the way the world spins.
Yeah.
So back to the quince. So my cousin he needed like a bunch of people. My cousin Jesus, his cousin wanted a lot of people to like be part of the quinceañera, and of course I volunteered because all of my cousins did, and I was just like, bro, I get to hang out with the bros. We get to mess around, eat some food, drink later, just drink
fun
some
stuff.
Drink some like Cokes and all that because I was still a kid.
Yeah.
I was like 12. And my
wear
brother,
tux, look all fresh.
Yeah. So we wore tuxedos, got a limo and everything, pulled up, quince. We did a dance. Everybody was like impressed, like clapping their hands as soon as we get out the limo. We got our own seats and everything. Luxury. It was luxury at its finest.
Right?
We took pictures out in like the forest and whatnot. I'll show you a picture in a minute. My mom knows exactly what happens in this story. so does my entire family. So as soon as the dance was over, and you know how they bring out the band and they start singing, the mariachi band, and they just start singing around, and everybody just gets in the dance floor. I guess two drunk people from two different families got too close to each other, and bottles flew everywhere. Like they started throwing hands in the middle of the dance floor. A bottle hit somebody in the head. It started bleeding. It was a female. Like she was just trying to split her husband up with this one guy, and her husband was fucking this guy up too, like brutally beating him up.
Because dads can fuck people up, man.
Because we didn't know who these people were. No one knew where they came from. And next thing you know, one guy gets a bottle to the head. She gets a bottle to the head. And she's like bleeding, and I'm freaking out because I'm only 12 years old, by the way, and everyone's screaming. And the mariachi band is still playing music. They
don't give up, man.
They started fighting, and it looked like a giant, like those cartoons where there's dust everywhere, and they're like random parts of bodies just everywhere in that little cloud of dust. Mm-hmm. That's how they looked going to the exit.
Dang, man.
They ruined her cake. They ruined her presents. There was liquor all over the floor. And all the moms immediately grabbed all the kids except my mom. By the way, where were you looking for me?
She was out there like supporting the fight.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know where my mom was at that whole situation. No, I knew where she was. She was saving someone else's kid. She did not look for us. And I see that entire thing fighting, and I sit down next to one of my cousin's cousin, I guess.
Second cousin?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I sat down next to them, and I was just like, should we like go outside? And they're like, no, it's best to stay in here. Like they're like, she's been through multiple of them. I was like,
this happened to Mike. He said, you're good.
You're good. Just stay in here. You'll be fine. They're not gonna come back.
They're gonna come back.
They're all going outside.
They're gonna come back even more drunk and have a good time. Don't worry.
And so I sat down and I saw like everybody screaming, a bottle getting thrown from the middle of the dinner table to the dance floor. The mariachi band is what killed me. 'Cause they kept playing.
They probably followed the crowd outside, like...
They were playing like this one song. I don't know. I think it was La Chona. La Chona. They were playing La Chona. And I don't know what song they were playing. It was so funny to me that they were still playing music while everybody was fighting.
It's like a cantina fight, like just a...
And that the Kinsey was good. Like everyone had a great time. Before that, the food amazing. You know how Mexicans cook the best food alive. My aunt was the one who made the decorations. I'm gonna leave her Instagram on the description down below in case you need like a party or something like.
If you're in Texas,
if you need something planned in Texas, Central Texas, she is the person to go to. She makes the most beautiful decorations and parties and all that. Chooses the best flowers, and she all does it in her budget. But you're gonna have to pay.
You're gonna have to pay for it.
It's not coming out of her pocket. It's coming out of your pocket.
Yeah.
The usual.
But I'm sure it'll probably be reasonable for what you want. I don't know.
Yeah, you just give her a guesstimate amount, and she's gonna tell you, no, I can't do that. You're a loser. Or she'll tell you, yeah, we could do something about that. Like, she's probably, whenever I decide to get married, she will plan my wedding. Very happy. Shout out Laura. Leave in the comments down below. I'm gonna send this to you. So we should hit our sponsor before we head out. We'll hit our sponsor one last time.
Red Robins. Yum. Yum. Dude, I held that note. Look at that.
Ooh, good note.
I know, right? I can't sing.
So if you like our podcast and you'd like to support us in Patreon. No, I'm kidding. we don't have a Patreon. But follow us on Instagram, follow us on social media. I'll put random tags in the video to get viewers' attentions. Yeah. I'm glad we had a great experience with you guys.
Thank you for sharing this moment with us.
Exactly. You made it to the end. To the end of this podcast.
Thank you. I don't think I would have been able to do it.
I've done it.
You've done it?
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
But
well, we invented podcasts. So
exactly.
You really can't be doing it all the time because we invented it.
But we made a podcast before this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So I listened to that one.
Yeah, I listened to that.
Every view on that is probably me from a different device. Oh, weird.
From work, from everywhere.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it.
Thank you guys.
Episode 1. Season 1. Leave in the comments down below what you want us to talk about next.
There you go. Boom, boom.
Exactly.
Bada bing, boom.
Bada boom.